Curry, I'm shooting my shot, and most times I be scoring. Do this for my city, I bring on the trophy. Feel like Freddie Mercury, we the champions. Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Feeling like I can't miss. Baby, it's all in the wrist. You really wanna be the boss, it's expensive. Ain't the real champion, you never defend it. Put in that work, I'ma make them remember. I just broke down hella trees, yelling timber. Stand in the line, they put me in the center. It blow their mind when they see how I'm winning. Went back and doubled up, now you in trouble. My all hustle, my diamonds are huddled up. TGOD got this off the muscle. Ask me about my life, man, I love it, I love it. Got so many rings, I need room for another one. Been through the pain, now it ain't no more struggle. My team win the game, put our face on the cover, brother, we the champions.
Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Minnesota Vikings and the Los Angeles Rams. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway.
From his end zone, Wilson.
But a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
Right to the air is Burrow. He'll get this out wide to Singletary.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we get everybody cover. He just snuck it out there, and he's got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? They were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
11.
On third down, Burrow. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Harold Landry in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to fourth down. Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. Pulled in at the 24.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return.
And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Here's Prescott. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw is Prescott.
We'll get this out right here to McCaffrey.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week, but they failed on that third down play. That brings up fourth down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs. Because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That goes for a gain of 31. So that about the shortest pass a quarterback can make, but it winds up going for a bundle.
Yeah, let's face it, in the stats, it sure looks like a heck of a throw, doesn't it? It's almost like in baseball when you get that little Texas leaguer that turns into a double. You would think that you hit it off the wall. Big-time play for him on a short little pass.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go.
And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Burrow on play action. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 16. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Moore. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. It was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately, so he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. They go play action with Burrow. Steps away. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Jarvis Landry from 10 yards out. And the Vikings are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point by Mevis is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Braxton Berrios now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a fourth. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Up the gut, McCaffrey. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Prescott. And that one complete downfield to Johnson. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. That's good for a first down. Here's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch in the playoffs. Here's Prescott. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Prescott. Hunter Henry brings it in.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, it's Prescott. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
Out there is Rodrigo Blankenship in the field goal unit. From 28 yards out. Blankenship's kick is good. But still trailing at 7-3. So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3 and out, there could be enough time on the clock that they get the ball back for the offensive guys and maybe put some more points on the board before the half.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Burrow. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
Well, sometimes despite the best planning, the defense actually has a plan as well. And they blanketed everyone on that play. They were able to close it down and spill in for a loss.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown. Rolling to his right. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
Here's Johnson with a reception. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards to pick up there. A first down throw for Prescott. Open man, the tight end Henry. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. From the red zone now, Prescott. And caught by Henry. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Dak's going to keep it. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Dak Prescott in the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. From his end zone, Wilson Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secure. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Garden, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Berrios now from his end zone. And they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work to run it a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But they run it more effectively, it may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
On 2nd and 10, Prescott, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Open man here, the tight end Henry. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Prescott yet again. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion for us there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defensive coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
Crossing right catch made by Johnson. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They'll throw again. Prescott. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game, but after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And this will be a Vikings first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Good push up front in that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
First down. Here's Burrow. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. Second half, close game, and we're certainly seeing some exciting plays, but it's really been the defenses. That's now back-to-back drives that have ended with interceptions.
Yeah, the guys on the other side of the ball, as we like to say, the defenders, they've been the difference makers for their teams. And when they're taking their game up to this kind of a level, I want to see what happens with these offenses. Can they match them as this game goes on? Or will the defenders continue to have full control of this one?
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
On second down, McCaffrey. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now Prescott. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Off the play fake, Prescott. It's brought in by Wilson. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one a 1st down. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, a 3-yard touchdown run. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And these guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From his end zone, Wilson. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out, trying to reestablish some momentum here, Charles. But they're trailing defensively. Maybe these guys smelling the blood in the water a little bit.
Yeah, I think that they probably are. But what they need to do right now is just make sure they don't force the action too much themselves. They've got them on the run a little bit. You just want to be in a position where if they make another mistake, you're there to capitalize on it and take it away from them. At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To the air again, Burrow.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Mike Hughes.
And the Rams are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Marcus May with a pick.
And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Trent McDuffie with a pick.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
Next to play by Blankenship is up and good.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From his end zone, Wilson. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard.
And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. From the 24, Burrow. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Joey Bosa able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. The Vikings on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. He's got a man complete.
And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down on the other side of midfield.
A big play there for Minnesota. 49 yards. Burrow on play action. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Anthony Harris.
And the Rams are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he can do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He's got him in, complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Jamison Crowder, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Rams are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th-quarter lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead is now 24. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. From his end zone, Wilson. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film set. And now here's another interception. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And the Rams are going to have it here just past the 25. Following the interception, here's Prescott, eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. A big play there for LA. 71 yards. Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now Blankenship on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. From his end zone, Wilson. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days. They go play action with Burrow. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Singletary going to get the handoff. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Here we go. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. Throwing here, Prescott got his man complete over the middle. It's Johnson. Second down at 4. Throwing, Prescott. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. From his end zone, Wilson. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. So they stay alive in the NFL.
It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something by Benz looking cute. That's honest. Her and her friends, big blinks and snatch waist. Yeah, she brought the. Ain't no way somebody daddy ain't gon' give it a spin. With her ends, cause yeah, she did it. She did it again. A few more tracks, and this time she bought friends. Big baby on her way up and showed the stairs to a man's. Now salute the general. TGLX got plans, yeah. Damn, it's the intro? Yes.